Heyo, Cool Skeleton 111 here. How y'all doing? Alright. Man, I am exhausted for some reason. Still, I'm enjoying hanging out with all of you. Yay. Alright, so today, we're getting back into Ace Attorney. Woohoo! Alright, let me see if I can remember what we were doing last time. Yes, we were saving Edgeworth from getting guilty, I guess. But we finished that. Or maybe? I don't know. We'll just see where we are. I kind of forget. Alright. Well, are you ready to get into it? Let's go! Everybody see everything okay? Nothing too quiet? We good? Alright, I'll take that as a yes. Let's go! Yeah, you've disgraced me for the last time. The pale moon, sky... Moon, no, it is you who shall gaze at me. I cannot read that fast. Hello, welcome in one. How you doing? The warrior's sword gleams and strikes the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows! Don't miss next week's exciting episode! Wait, we weren't saving Edgeworth. I'm mixing up things. My bad. We just got done with saving Maya. Yeah, that's it. It's... Let's just continue. Alright, October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate!
Whoa! Stop waving the broom around!
Oh, Nick! I didn't know you were here!
Of course I'm here! What was that surreal show you were watching?
What? Nick, you don't mean you know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people!
Young? Like, how young?
10 years old?
Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited?
Hey, I'm only 17! That's 17? You see? I'm a teen! Not like you, Nick!
Hey, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself.
Then watch it with me! He's really cool! And it's popular! When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1!
I really worry about kids these days.
Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office.
I guess. I wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to Wright & Co. Law Offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month?
You You'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello? This is Phoenix. Maya? What? It's still early.
It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested!
You mean the guy in that show?
Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain!
Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV!
Yeah, on TV.
No! I mean, he actually did it! In real life! He skewered a villain with a samurai spear!
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office, quick! Please, Nick!
October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya's here watching television? Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate's costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon, and are investigating further. This has to be a joke.
No! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Yes? Wright & Co. Law Offices? What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai!
What?
Yes! Yes, of course! We'll be right there! Let's go, Nick!
Go? Go where?
We have the Steel Samurai down in detention!
So what?
So, I decided this will be our first case!
Well, I guess we just head on over then. October 16th. Detention Center Visitors Room. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, the Flash.
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it! Murder! At least once! Maybe twice!
Whoa! What are you saying?
Yes?
Something wrong?
No!
This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? No!
Oh, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got to
the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask. I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now.
Nick!
What?
He's a good guy! I mean, he's good!
Yeah.
He didn't do it!
Maybe you could start by telling us what happened.
Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The case had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around, and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask, and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead! He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yeah, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon.
Maybe you could explain that. Explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is?
Nick! How could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Hey! Who's new to this?
No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of New Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him after this time.
I see. New Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9. He worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Oh, Nick! Let's go!
I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Well, let's go then. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. Man. This week's been pretty rough for me in real life. October 16th. Global Studios, main gate.
Oh! So this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Welcome! Aren't you excited? Hey! You there! You want in? You gotta go through me! Oh, sorry! We're, lawyers! Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out! Gawkers? Gawkers! Sightseers! Tourists! I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Usually, something horrible happens and you should have a pretty time. Nick? Am I proud to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible.
Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, youth these days.
So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No! You were a star? Oh dear, little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. What? This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was an studio.
I cannot read.
Now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too. He was.
Hammer?
Victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Can you please tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching will lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course, he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammers?
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammers will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during the film 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. That's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Will Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body.
the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30, where the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
Oh, this lady here thinks she owns the place. Obviously.
Okay, so we can't get in without a letter of request. So we'll have to go back to Mr. Powers. Hello? How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping. I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gates to the studio. Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. Let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course! Powers request added to the court record. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Alright, let's head back over. We have a letter of request. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold China skull.
Powers request given to lady security lady.
Blech. To think the world would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one is allowed inside, pal. Were my instructions. The good detective himself told me. Hey, Nick!
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station.
Hey, not a bad.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents!
Well, time to go. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance.
Hey! Aren't you the murderer from the other day?
It's that confused detective!
Hey, pal! You know, Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset. It's your fault! I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
So?
Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work!
Yes!
Detective?
Alright. Well, if you need to go to sleep, you go to bed. I won't say nothing. And you can always watch it later once I upload it. Upload the VOD, that is. I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no! I'm sorry!
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey! Don't take it so hard! There's always the next case!
Alright, night-night. Night-night one.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey! What exactly are you two doing here?
Well... We're on this case too, pal!
Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, alright.
Well, let's go and talk to the detective. See what information he has. So, how is your investigation going, detective?
Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick! Maybe you need a little more indirect with your questions.
Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
Autopsy report added to the court record. Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. Murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that was this person, none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. But if you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer.
Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Oh, remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable information.
What kind of evidence?
Well, that or photo. That photo of Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up on the gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence! We're finished!
Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy.
What's wrong, pal? You seem down.
Don't look so happy when you say that.
No.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go!
Well, we got permission from the detective, so we can go everywhere.
We got a free pass to the place! Now's our chance to check things out!
Alright, well, let's keep moving, I guess. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind? But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? Proboscis monkey? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1. Left to Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kinda busted.
Well, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and his head broke off. It took the tree down with it, too.
Detective Gumshoe, what's down to the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path.
Oh, yeah. That way is kind of dangerous, so you should probably stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though.
The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Going to check it out, Nick! Hey, it's not!
Looks like you need a keycard to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out.
Nick, look! The security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts! I guess all cops like their donuts!
Yeah, and they're soft enough. She doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Oh, hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving me that photo. By giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that! I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with this detective myself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just the left. Here's the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. The guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer. He went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I'd seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I'm joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense?
Oh, yeah! He was great at the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him pay the evil magistrate. It's disgrace, I'll tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard. But who can blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. I can tell when someone walks through the gate. See? Then he snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes the picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer. Oh, for the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Okay. The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
Okay, I guess we'll be leaving then. Go to the employee area. October 16th. Global Studios employee area.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff! Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room! No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Alright. I will be right back. Ugh, sorry about that. Nose was getting a little bit stuffy. Alright, let's take a look around. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked.
Hey, Nick! Let's take a look inside. Maybe we could find something as a souvenir?
What do you mean, find?
You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through here, I bet.
Yeah! If you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you want to leave it that way, be my guest.
Right! Huh? Hey! I'm not a kid!
Remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
Mmm, T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
You just had burgers.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach, just for steaks.
What? Well, can we go in? I guess we can. October 16th, Global Studios, dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he's sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one's actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth. For his sake.
Huh? This must be Power's bag!
Hey, don't open that!
Look!
An employee key card. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow. You mean borrow. Keycard added to court record.
I wonder what else is inside Power's bag.
Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. I don't think there's much else in here. Looks like someone was sleeping in here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday? Well, we had a key card, so that probably means we could,
Hey, detective! Take a look at this!
What's that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't show him stuff like that. He'll confiscate it.
I just wanted to show it off.
Okay, so not him. Could you please tell me about this, madam? Oh, that! Isn't that a studio card key? You better watch it! The scene of a murder is no place for sightseeing! I'll be taking that. Hand it over! Wait! No! Wait a minute, that's mine! Look, I don't have a card key to the studio, see? I want to go pay my respects to Jack Hammer where he died! Well, you'll just have to wait! Okay. I guess we weren't done in employee area? The grate that used to be Okay. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I try to put it back on. Okay, well, let's go back into Powers' room. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry!
You just had a burger!
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? Is there really anything to do here? They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Yeah. October 16th, Wright & Co. Law Offices.
What's going on, Nick? Harris said he was sleeping in his dressing room. But now there's a photo of him going to the studio.
Don't look at me. How should I know? Only one person went to the scene of the crime before the murder took place. And there's a photograph to prove it.
I guess it makes sense that the person is the killer then. What do we do, Nick?
Maybe there was someone else who could have gone to the scene other than Powers. Let's take a look. Maybe that security lady missed someone.
One thing's for sure. If there are any clues, they'll be in the studio.
Will it let us into the studio now? Nope. October 16th, Tension Center, Visitors Room.
Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning.
Right.
Look, pal, that camera takes pictures automatically.
Nyeh. I have to ask about that photograph.
Oh well, let's try again later.
Okay, so let's go to Gumshoe. Detective? Any ideas about this?
Look, I don't got time to look at every little trinket you got, okay, pal?
Okay, so not that. But, oh. I guess we just... No? Nope. What do we do then? What do you think?
That photo the detective... That photo the detective was talking about is the problem here.
Well, that's hard to say, without seeing the actual photo ourselves. But if Powers is in that photo, his alibi is shot. Okay, now how do we get the photo? Overhead map of the studio. Right from here is the employee area. To the left is the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Okay, can we move on? Nope. What am I doing wrong? Can't do nothing with that. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Am I actually stuck? Back to the employee area? How do we get that photo? Because there was the computer, but we weren't able to do anything with it. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills!
Don't people cycle to get exercise? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick! You know a lot about the industry!
What else would they keep in a film studio? A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Yeah. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes!
I'd say you were already wearing one myself. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Oh! It's the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie! Nick! Try this on!
No. And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at the wig?
I, kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda? We looked at pretty much everything. Please give me the direction to move in.
Watch that? You giving that to me?
Absolutely not! any... Okay, yeah. Can I move to studio? No? Oh. Just had to interact with it again. Okay. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick!
I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened!
Alright, we're in!
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Hooray, we can go in now. October 16th, Studio 1.
Oh.
What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape! It's so real!
Well, the magistrate did die here. And the Steel Samurai kinda killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me.
Look! A ladder!
That's a stepladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick!
Right, sorry. This girl is out there. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expected a spear stabbing wound to leave at least a few bloodstains. Yeah, that is a little weird. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Cameras?
Wow! Look at that camera! That must cost a ton!
Yeah! So don't touch it!
Oh, it's heavier than I thought!
Hey! You!
No touching that!
Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know.
You know! No, I don't know!
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Willpowers.
Oh, you're WP's people.
WP? Oh, Willpowers. WP. I get it.
I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent.
Don't worry. Leave it to us.
Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes.
I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see.
Well, only one assistant?
Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences.
Oh, I see.
In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area. That's where they... Oh. The employee area. That's where Power's dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. I didn't see either of them after that.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything! If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer! They even have a photograph! Sorry. I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just after noon, I sent someone there.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some, other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
But wait! If someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks! That helps us a lot! Anything helps! Let's go put that security lady on the spot!
So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick! What about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them!
Alright, let's go talk to the security lady. October 16th, Global Studios main gate.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've been seeing a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30? Are you sure that Powers is the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me quick, and then your spiky head scratching. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? Oh, we were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you young and nowadays, you know what they can do.
She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
Quick, time to get a copy of that photo.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Will Powers in this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at this guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Middle option. There. Entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for the day.
I accidentally got it right. Let's see what we've got. How's this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope. That's the only one on the computer.
Powers' photo record added to the court.
Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this!
Right, we'll put her in our place.
Hey! That's what I said! Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she has to say!
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could even be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are you done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? To be continued. Yes, we are saving. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous murder, a crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call us first witness.
Very well. I call at a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand.
Hello?
Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are their studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on that day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And the young woman the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to the Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest. Was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone would like to hear that again?
No thank you. Skip. I think I can probably remember that.
So, the murder weapon was a spear! How medieval!
Samurai spear added to the court record.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
My! Aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
No.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness! Objection! I says nay! The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the courthouse, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness's account.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the gas station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the gas station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. Who's to say that's actually Powers or not? Because, I mean, that's just the costume, right?
Objection!
Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Mrs. Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment. Mr. Wright? Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that! I wasn't born yesterday!
No one in the court is accusing you of that, Miss... witness.
He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that this person in the photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Even Edgeworth is surprised.
The prosecution would like to ask the witness please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time?
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof, then.
The man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he'd sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers.
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. No, thank you. The man in the photo. Alright, gonna save real quick. Been a while since we've done that. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? A murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there to fix it with my duct tape.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Samurai spear updated in the court record. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured.
It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? And you didn't trust me with a slap.
Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers.
Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers.
There's got to be more to this. I'd better keep pressing her. Trip and fall.
Yes, and to think. He's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh! So Power sprayed his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over this part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. He didn't know about Power's ankle.
You mean you may continue your testimony?
Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he was the Steel Samurai. Then Broke Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was out moving backdrops and round and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then. Hey, I haven't even said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight down on you today. I was
Mr. Wright, please, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness.
I think Edgeworth has met his match. Alright, it seems like I pressed on just about everything.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there's one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where's the Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object. I mean, what other choice do we got? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
That offense has a point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, would have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
The witness's account continued.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before Will then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen him.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
going to doubt that. Because this says number 2. Hold on. Look at this photograph. Look at this graph. One more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m.
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is that the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The company only held that data. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went in the studio that day. Yet, there's only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I see that day was Will.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Hey, boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one job. One other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag. This is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this is a turn for the unexpected. But I kind of expected this.
The other person. Alright.
Well, let's see.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't dodge that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
Fanboy.
Fanboy?
The Yosemite fanboys really real freaks, if you ask me. Let me get information about the rehearsals from gosh, who knows where. Always hanging around. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a train that goes into the employee area. The grate had been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
But they come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh,
And?
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What?
Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right? As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. What makes him a suspect?
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
No, I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest.
So, who was the Steel Samurai in the security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it. Really?
What? You should take better care of your stuff!
I couldn't imagine anyone would want a Steel Samurai costume.
Buddy? I got bad news for you.
So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Heck! What are you going to do?
First, we play for more time. Let's start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Alright! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day!
Right. If we pick up the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't have to sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick! It's time!
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. Although we do... Photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
What interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. I'm going to see.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the crime?
The assistant girl? It was the assistant. He stole it and showed the kid first.
You're saying the Steel Samurai in this picture is really the assistant?
That is correct, Your Honor.
If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot.
Oh, I get a bad feeling this time. Yeah. Alright. I don't think this is the right one. The security lady. Okay, the music stopped, so that means we got it right. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? What's
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would you go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
Oh, I see! Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new dampening evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, you all think I did it. Isn't that it? Edgy boy, don't you just sit there. Do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
Why would I do something so horrible to poor Hannah?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Just a minute. What about the other person that went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though. As you said, second or third grade was it?
It doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy's not the killer.
What? How could you be so sure? Oh, is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper.
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. Have you proof that shows the boy could have not committed this murder?
I guess that's right. Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, will the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What's her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait a second! I'm not going to sit here while you run a fucking boundary. Me! I'm talking! Oh, great. Stop the presses! The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag,
Oh,
what is this all about? Have you admitted something from your testimony?
actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Uh-huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on that day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep it from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
And I think I'm going to stop here. Time to save, and we will have to figure out what this all is next time. Let's head over to the crypt. Alright. Well, yeah, getting real interesting. So yeah, we'll have to figure out what happens next time. And hopefully I can remember all the voices by then. Alright, anyway. Let us see who there is to raid. Nope, unfortunately there is no one. So, with that being said, thank you guys, and I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye!